love basketball. My dream was to be in the NBA when I was young. So this movie was like a dream in two for me to be able to play in the NBA because I really thought I was in the NBA for like 2 months. And to be a leading man in the film, I got to meet two dreams in one. So like, yeah, all the shots in this movie, like all the basketball scenes are me. It's like put it this way, I wanted it to be that way for many reasons. One, I knew that when people seen this movie, they had to believe in my character and see that he was a basketball player. And I knew that guys, too, mostly guys, when they look and see dudes playing basketball, it needs to look real. And thank God I played my whole life, so it's like preparation for this. And two, I was in a celebrity game, all-star game, NBA game, like 2 years ago. And I got the rebound. It was like 5 seconds left, and then I got the rebound. I was about to shoot the game-winning shot. And when I was turning around to shoot it, I was releasing it, and my shot got blocked by this girl, right? So it got blocked by a girl. So after that happened, and the buzzer went off, I just put my face into my shirt, and my friends started texting me saying, "Don't ever say you're from Chicago no more. You play ball, 'cause that ain't poppin'." So this movie was like my redemption. To be like, man, I'm telling y'all I hoop, but look at this 3-point I'm shooting on D-Wade right here, you know. So that's what that was about.
Who blocked the shot?
It was a WNBA player. She was boisterous too. I saw her downstairs in the parking garage, and she was like, "You need to work on your jumping." That was embarrassing. That was the lowest point of my hoop career. So I had to redeem myself in this movie.
Well, you were very convincing as a point guard, though. I mean, you were very convincing. I'm a big fanatic.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, he got a little skill there.
Yeah, I'm a fanatic too, and I played point guard like in grammar school and in high school. You know, some of my favorite players out of points, like Derrick Rose and Rajon Rondo, Chris Paul, and of course D-Wade. And when D-Wade came to me and said, man, he was like, man, I've seen a lot of basketball movies. You bring the realest right now, like you really look like you got game. I was like, my ego got swollen at that point. I was like, okay, yeah, I just felt good about it.
How much did they lay off you? I mean, they didn't come at you full deep.
I mean, in my mind, they were coming full defense, but in reality, I don't think they were coming full defense. Because it was, there was certain times like where they kind of was not filming, but filming. It wasn't some of the scripted scenes that we were playing. I was driving past D-Wade, and I was mad. I missed the crib when I drove past it because I couldn't wait to be like, man, I straight up scored on him. I know this was no script or whatever, but it was also a point where it was part of the script, and I kept scoring over to Wright. And then at one point, he just decided to smack the ball into the stands just to let me know that in reality, bro.
You got rappers who, would like to be athletes, and you got athletes who would like to be rappers.
Yes. I mean, in all truth, you have rappers that want to be athletes. You have actors that want to be athletes, and athletes that want to be actors, and athletes that want to be rappers. So we all want to be each other at some point or another, you know.
White Howard.
You got good lives as it is. Why would you want to?
I mean, it's a dream. You keep dreaming. Like, even for me, it's the insatiable feeling of like you never satisfied.
Hey. Going back in your career, you were always a little more mature than a lot of your peers, even when you were younger, when it came to your lyrical content and addressing women with issues like Retrospect for Life, things like that, where you really cared about what was going on around you. Now, your character in this movie is looking for love and looking for, maybe, you're at a point in your life where you thought you wanted one thing and then you find out you want something else.
Yeah.
So in real life, as you developed your career and tried to figure out what path you were going to take, was there ever a moment that made it click to you, like, I need to take what I'm doing and just change my life and plan for my future? Was there, like, a click to you?
Yeah, I think that moment came in real life when I knew I was having my daughter. I was like, man, my life is changing. I need to really be responsible because you know, even though before that I still had a certain amount of consciousness, you can speak it, but do you live it all the time, you know? And I'm not perfect now, but at least at that point I decided to make conscious choices between like, okay, I gotta try to do the right thing. Like it's right in front of me, and I have the information to know to do better. So let me do better. Like, because sometimes you can easily skate through and just be like, okay, I know not to do better. Well, this time I'm just gonna slip up real quick. But when my daughter was coming into the world, I said, man, I gotta buckle down and do right.
What kind of experience you have dealing with women like Morgan?
Oh yeah.
You're kind of famous, so you know you have to deal with that all.
You know, I mean, my thing is with most of the groupie experiences that I have, most of the girls who come in ways that they try to come on a conscious tip towards me because you know that's just they like Morgan. She was smart. She found the angle like of what might get Scott. You know, she was talking that like that charity work and all that stuff. You know, that was her angle because she found out from Leslie Wright that that's what Scott was about a little bit. And you honestly do find women that will find out what you're about, or they may just get the image from what they see you portraying, and they come to you on that angle. But me, for my whole perspective on that and my position on that is just, I just try to be respectful, you know, to the ladies and just be respectful to these women and say, at the end of the day, if it's somebody I don't want in my circle, I just know how to keep them the stiff on and walk the pavement real quick and keep them at that level. But regardless, I still will be respectful.
Working with Denzel, was there any of the stuff that you picked up from working